Cody.
Oh, it's in slow-mo.
We don't have that kind of effects. We can't do that kind of stuff.
Well, that's why I had to slow it down myself.
This is the poor man's of slow.
That's our special effects. See?
Yeah, we're good.
I'm working on my acting.
Yeah, and Jeff, working on his acting, wants to film a different kind of The Drive today.
Yes.
He wants to scrap the sports, because nowhere in the title of The Drive is it we talk about sports. It's just The Drive with Jeff and Cody.
We're just driving.
Drive around, talk about stuff.
I'm Jeff, he's Cody, we're driving.
Yeah.
I'm driving right now, see? Hands on the wheel.
On the wheel. So, what do you want to talk about if we're not going to talk about sports? My mustache?
Oh, he's got to bring a mustache into it.
It's Movember. You got to support the fight against prostate cancer.
I do. I just don't support you constantly walking into my office and going,
yeah.
Trying to talk with that low voice all the time. It's really starting to creep me out.
Look at the stash.
Welcome, everybody. I just got my prostate checked. I'm doing okay. And get your prostate checked because it's important. Yeah. That gets weird after a while. I'm not going to lie.
All month long. This is only day 9, and this is only mustache. Mustache.
Your poor wife. All right. So, topic that isn't sports related: music.
Music. I thought we were going to talk about world finance.
Yeah, that's gonna definitely generate a ton of views if we talk about world finance.
It's one of the most talked about topics these days.
That's because everybody's losing money.
Well, exactly. People talk about money. Money is interesting.
Why do we want to talk about bad things? Why can't we talk about good things?
Like what? Like music? Yeah. Like how Nickelback's going to be the halftime show at the Grey Cup?
I said talk about good things.
Ooh, burn on Nickelback. Okay, here's my thing. Why does everybody have a problem with Nickelback?
Okay.
Why can't they be the halftime show at the Grey Cup?
I like Nickelback. Okay?
I don't mind Nickelback either.
I think that their music is actually
There was a study
fun.
done that if a girl finds that you have Nickelback on your iPod and that you like Nickelback, you're way less likely to get a second date.
Wow, ladies.
True story. I heard this was why would you do a survey about this period? But apparently.
Well, see, here's the thing. I'm starting to hear, you hear this from women all the time. Oh, all the good men are taken. Well, if you're...
Well, we're taken.
Well, yeah, but if you're kicking guys to the curb because they've got Nickelback on their iPod, your standards are just way too high, okay?
It's true.
If you're basing on how good a man he is by his iPod selection, like...
Or his
seriously,
mustache.
Cody has Tiffany on his iPod. I think we're alone now.
Yeah, best song ever.
It's fantastic. Are you going to dump him to the curb? Obviously his wife didn't, and now look at this. She's married to a mustache guy.
Ooh, yeah.
So it works out for everybody. I think we're alone.
Jeff, I can't do this. Jeff, talking about stuff that's non-sports is just lame. Nobody wants to know that I have Tiffany on my iPod.
I think everybody...
Nobody even knows who Tiffany is.
I do.
She was like a one-hit wonder in like the 90s, 80s, 90s? 80s? Whatever. I want to talk football, man. Grey Cup is coming up.
What is this? Just calm down. Take your Ritalin. What is going on?
Grey Cup is coming up. I want to talk about it. It's a big deal.
We just did the halftime show.
That's nothing. We got to give... Okay, here is our predictions for the Grey Cup, so that you can come back in the end and be like, okay, Jeff knows what he's talking about when it comes to Grey Cup, or you can actually see the truth and know that Cody knows what he's talking about when it comes to football. So, Jeff, out of the East, big matchup coming to this weekend, Hamilton, Montreal. Who's going to win?
Montreal.
Okay, I agree. Montreal as well. So far, we're matching up. Okay, out of the West, who's going to win? Calgary, Edmonton.
Calgary.
Okay, I agree. Calgary's well. Ben Tate's looking good. Any reason why there, Jeff?
They're further south in Alberta.
This guy really doesn't know what he's talking about. He just heard my picks before and is just copying whatever I say.
Yeah, I want to be so much like Cody.
It's true. It's just a fact of life. Anyways, so Calgary takes on BC in the West. Who wins?
BC.
I kind of got to agree. BC dominates way more better than Calgary.
BC's coming out of the West. They'll crush whoever.
Yeah, they'll easily make it to the finals. Then in the East, Montreal Bombers.
Montreal.
What? Okay, Bombers have won the Montreal matchup all season long. They've dominated them. The Bombers might actually pull one out.
Montreal has one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game.
And an offensive line who's hurt.
Winnipeg has a quarterback held together with duct tape.
Bombers, one of the best defensive lines in the league. Montreal, a depleted offensive line, which is going to get Anthony Calvillo crunched.
Montreal Alouettes, two-time defending Grey Cup champions with experience and passion galore. Winnipeg, we started so strong and all of a sudden just get blown out by Saskatchewan. We can't win a game back and forth. Our quarterback's never healthy, and we just can't play 2 good games in a row.
Coming into the playoffs, Montreal lost 43-1. How do you only get 1 point in the CFL?
Well, that means you only got a single
point.
That's how you get a
You
single.
go a whole game and you can't even kick it through the end zone twice? Are you kidding me?
You're going to blame this all on Duval.
Anyways, so I say BC Bombers final. Jeff says Montreal BC final. Who wins Grey Cup, Jeff?
BC.
And I'm going to say the Bombers. I think they can pull it out this year.
Okay.
I think it's possible. It's doable.
If it's weird that I'm taking Montreal over the Bombers, how on earth are the Bombers going to beat BC?
Well, hey, I have faith that the Bombers have the ability, have the personnel to beat Montreal and BC in a 1-game showdown. If this was best of 7, I think I'd probably give it to BC. But I think the Bombers are going to take it, despite it being in BC. Sounds kind of hokey.
Lule will light up the Bombers secondary if it's BC Winnipeg in the final.
I kind of think BC's going to win, but I am going to say the Bombers. So you can go back, watch this episode of The Drive after the Grey Cup and be like, yeah, Jeff and Cody had it right. Or Cody had it right, actually.
I will say this.
Bombers won the Grey Cup, and Nickelback actually put on a half-decent Grey Cup show.
If the Bombers do win the Grey Cup, then I will be happy to have been proven wrong. But right now, I'm thinking BC.
Well, we'll just have to see.
Fantastic. Now, where's the map? I have no idea where we are.
We're almost... Oh. I told you to go left back there, Jeff, I thought.
Yeah, I did. On the... I went left on 211. I had to go 211, right?
Hopefully this gets uploaded sometime this week, before the Grey Cup, if we can find our way back to the station.
Have we seen that already?
Like twice.
Oh, man.
You're watching The Drive with Jeff and Cody.